If you are investing in paid social as a fashion brand, you need good copywriting. It's crucial because if you invest money in ads, meaning clicks, and you can improve your copywriting, thus improving your cost per click and your click-through rate, you will improve your return on investment or your ROAS as well. It's 100% crucial. In this short guide, we'll touch on the main points you need to take care of when doing copywriting for your fashion brand. So the first rule of copywriting for fashion, or in general, is without a good why, people don't buy. It's about them. It's about what you can do with your products, with your brand, for them in order that they can feel better, save money, get more comfort, feel more loved, or increase their popularity or social status. Some tips to get the why across better are: tip number 1, it's not about you, it's about them. In your copywriting, do not start with, we're this brand and we do this and this and this. No, start with what you can do for them in regards to those 6 whys. What can you mean for them? Very important in at least social paid copywriting is that you need to master the headline. Tip number 2, master the headline. It's crucial, even more in social media advertising copywriting, that you master the headline. People are not looking for you. They're scrolling their feeds looking for cat pictures, pictures of their mom and dad, or something they're interested in. Your brand is not necessarily what they're looking for. So if you don't have a good headline, you will not get their attention, they will not stop scrolling, and they will not read on the rest of the body of text that you've created. So without a good headline, you're basically nowhere. Always start with a good headline. A little bit later, we're going to get into some tips and tricks on how you can create good headlines. Tip number 3, always have a good call to action. You need to point them into a direction. If you don't do it, well, why would they just keep on scrolling? Tell them, check out our website, check out our offer through this link. Click on the button below. Have a good call to action. Tip number 4, and our customers, of course, will already know this, is adjust your messaging towards where the people are in their customer journey. You cannot talk to somebody that has never been in contact with your brand the same way as to somebody that's already been a customer with you for a couple of years. The real difference lies in, and it goes back to, it's not about them. It goes back to, it's not about you, it's about them. Especially for those people that don't know your brand, you cannot talk about your products or your brand first. Talk about what you can do for them and the transformation you can make in their lives by them using your products. When once they've uncovered your products a little bit or are a customer already, then you can talk a little bit more about the products and about new product launches and get more specific into the product or your brand, because they already know you. They don't need to be convinced anymore as much as those new people. So those were the tips. How can we put this into practice? Well, we have 2 methods that should help you into writing good copy for your fashion brand for social media. So the first one is a transformation grid. We've entailed everything into our guide. Basically, what it is literally a grid of, okay, what's the state that somebody's in before they use your products? So what do they have? How do they feel? What does their typical day look like? And what's their status? For example, for somebody that would sell lawn care services, somebody that would use their business, they have dead grass and weeds, they feel annoyed and exhausted, their Saturdays are wasted because they need to work in their garden while they've already worked all week at their job, and now they need to work on Saturday as well because they have that grass and weeds. And the status is they're forced to work their garden. So if you were a business like that, so what would the after transformation look like by you stepping in and by they not having to do the work themselves? They have a gorgeous green lawn. They're powerful and well rested. That's how they feel. Their typical day, they own their own Saturday again, and the state is best lawn on the block. So this transformation grid really points you into the direction on what type of feelings you need to touch in your copywriting. Voila. Monday to Friday are tough enough as it is. Don't lose your Saturdays too. Now, the thing is, of course, how do you translate this to a fashion brand? Well, of course, that's on your end. That's on the creative mastermind that you are on your end to do. We talked about the copy hooks, the headlines, that they are crucial, especially in social media. Actually, everywhere where you write copy, you need a good headline, you need a good hook. So in our document, we've outlined 17 hook ideas for you to create your hook around. So some examples are pain and benefit, story time, feelings, your average day, status or social proof. It connects to the whys, but these are all ideas that you can create your headline around in order to get their attention better, in order to get them to read your actual body copy, in order to get them to read the call to action and to click to your site more than how you were doing copywriting before this guide. At the end of our copywriting guide, we made a checklist, and this is to be used before you write copy, but also after. If you've written a piece of copy for a social media ad, then you can go over these checks. Do you have a hook or headline? Is it about them and their transformation? Are you talking about benefits? This is also important. Don't just sum up features, but if your sweater is made of wool and of this fabric and is available in one size, these are features. You need to connect them to benefits. The wool is ethically sourced, so you can feel good about your purchase. The one size is very easy. You don't need to be afraid of the holiday pounds that you're adding up and stuff like that. Add features to benefits. Are you adjusting your copy to the customer journey? Do you have a clear call to action? Do you give them a reason to buy now? And linking in time sensitivity, low stocks, low production. Are you handling any doubts that the audience might have? So you don't need to check all the boxes. It's important that it's about them and their transformation. It's important that there is a call to action. It's important that there's a hook and a headline. If you're checking 50% of these boxes, your copy should be already marginally better than what you've been doing in the past if you did not pay attention to these tips and tricks. So this is a copywriting guide from Landing Our Company. The link will be down below to download it if you're looking at this as a customer. I hope this was helpful, and much luck with your copywriting.